What's up, everybody? This is BroncoJuggalo.
And Bill.
And today we're coming to you with our review of Five Nights at Freddy's.
Five Nights.
Now, I know this has been out for a little while. Everybody's reviewed it, just like Thanksgiving, which, by the way, go watch my fucking Thanksgiving review, people. I know it's not Thanksgiving time, but come on.
It's still.
Yes, I'm banking for views here. Last week's just been slow. You know what I'm saying?
Man, you are pathetic.
I know. Fuck you. Five Nights at Freddy's. Directed by Emma Tammy. 2023. Made a shit ton of money in the box office. The critics fucking panned it, as usual.
Of course they do.
It has a PG-13 rating, which usually PG-13 horror movies really aren't our bag, but every once in a while, a good one slips through. This is a good one. But I still think, and I put this, but I wanted to talk about it now because it's not really a con, but it kind of is, but it kind of isn't. I still think a rated R rating would have helped this movie.
Okay, yes, this was a con of mine for this film. I thought just add a little more blood and gore, some profanity, and this would have been an amazing film.
I thought it was pretty good. We both were more impressed than we thought we'd be.
I did expect jack shit from this because every time I see a horror film with PG-13, I fucking don't expect shit. I expect it to be horrible.
Which is usually a pretty valid point.
Yeah.
Unless it's like a comedy horror that it's supposed to be that way, you know, I mean.
Yeah, but even most of your comedy horrors end up being rated R.
Now this stars Josh Hutcherson and Matthew Lillard, who we, of course, know from Scream and Scooby-Doo.
Uh-oh.
A security guard at a dilapidated Chuck E. Cheese-esque pizza parlor.
Oh, geez, where have we seen this before? Would that be Willy's Wonderland?
Yeah. Discovers that the animatronics are possessed and murderous.
Willy's Wonderland.
Pretty much. Different way they go about it, though. Now, this is based on the video game, so technically I think the video game came out before Willy's Wonderland, but I don't know.
Yeah, it did.
I don't know. I have no clue. I tried playing the game once and just didn't get into it at all.
Never played it.
Now, as I said, this was made on a $20 million budget, but it brought in $296 million in the box office, making it the highest grossing horror film of I don't know if it's ever, but it beat out Halloween 2018. It beat out practically everybody. So I think they said it was maybe ever. I don't remember if it was ever. I don't remember what they fucking said. I'd have to go back and look again.
Yeah, that's fucking PG-13.
You know, well, those are the ones that will make more because
more
people will go and see them. Yeah.
Yeah.
But also, as I said, it was panned by critics, and it only has a 5.5 on IMDb. Now, I mean, you know how I feel about IMDb ratings. I throw them in these reviews because sometimes I don't have a lot to say about a lot of movies, you know, that I could find out as far as cool facts and stuff. You know, sometimes there's just nothing in there that I can find. So I throw that IMDb rating in there just to have something to talk about. But you know me, I don't really give two shits about the IMDb rating or the Rotten Tomatoes rating or any other rating.
Or the Oscars.
Yep, that too.
They're all full of shit.
But, of course, the movie did well enough to get greenlit for a sequel, which starts filming next year. Oh, no, I think it starts filming this year and it gets released next year. Whatever, something like that. One of the really kick-ass things I liked about this movie is all the animatronics were actually animatronics. And they were done by Jim Henson's Creature Shop. And, you know, child of the 80s, teen of the 90s, Jim Henson is the bomb.
He is.
And they did it. His son has done a great job carrying on his legacy and the Creature Shop. So in this world of CGI galore, there's still a place for the puppets.
Yes, we love puppets.
Even more than me.
They're a little more creepier than they should be. That's probably why I like them.
Probably. Okay, so we already started with cons, so let's start there.
Yeah.
Okay. Guys, we're just going to continue on with the cons that we kind of started with at the beginning.
Yeah.
As I said, the R rating would have helped this. And where it would have helped in my opinion, one of the places that would have helped is in the cutaway kills.
Yes.
Lots of cutaway kills. I'm not going to give a bunch of spoilers, but lots of cutaway kills.
No
real blood, no real gore.
Cutaway kills.
I don't mind them if they're done right. I mean, they're a staple of horror. Even back in the old days, they were a staple of horror. But
yes, they were a staple of horror.
Even the original Psycho was a cutaway kill.
Because the technology was not really there to do it justice.
But I would have liked, we as gore fans and gore fiends, we like a little more. So yeah, I think this would have been better without cutaway kills, and that R rating would have given us that. Just my opinion. Oh, and by the way, I don't know if anybody else has heard this or not. Everybody's been talking over the internet since this movie came out, or since it's ready to come out, that there was a hidden or a director's cut coming out that was rated R. I don't know if you heard this yet or not, but the director did an interview and said, nope, not happening. They achieved what they wanted with this version. So
okay, fine, we can live with that.
It was a good movie.
It was. It was. Yeah. The big con, other than the non-rated R rating that I have, is that some of the plot is a little not there. Like, oh, we're gonna fuck this security guy over when... Wait a minute, he's not at work? You're doing this when he's not there?
Mm-hmm. It did seem like the secondary story, the story about his babysitter and then the aunt coming in, it seemed really out of place. It just seemed weird and tacked on. I made that comment to you while we were watching it, that this movie could have done without that entire subplot. It could have done without it. Yeah, maybe put him like he can't make enough money to support the kid. But this whole thing about this evil aunt that wanted to take her just for the checks and all that, it drew away from what the movie was, in my opinion.
It did. It did. I definitely give you that.
Which, guys, that was actually my final con, was that they tried to just incorporate too much into this, and it really felt like some of the story elements were just kind of thrown in there. I think if they would have maybe done a little more like Willie's and kind of just concentrated just on the pizza parlor, maybe made it into one night or something, it would have been even cooler. That's just my opinion. Still like this movie a lot, and we're going to get into why right now, because we're about to go into our pros. I'll let you start us off this time, sir.
Fuck yeah. My first pro, we're going to start with the intro of this film. I love that, 16-bit or 8-bit graphics. What do you think it was?
It was something like that. Maybe 16, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah,
it was just really cool, like that video game intro. Loved it. Loved that.
Love that intro.
That was a pro for me as well.
Fuck yeah.
Now, a big pro for me, aside from the cutaway, was almost, and I don't know if it was meant to be this, but I took it as almost like an homage to Saw, where they have that guy in the chair, and, that thing's coming at his face, and then he gets all, his face gets eaten off, and he's trying to undo that bolt, but it's not coming out, but the other guy and he's trying to undo that bolt, and it won't come off, And I just thought that was a cool, almost like homage to Saw. That's what it reminded me of, was a Saw trap. And I thought that was pretty cool.
Okay, that's cool. All right, my next pro for this movie is the weird and creepy security guard training video.
I forgot about that.
You just watch this, what the fuck? Why do all training videos have to be like this, where it's happy, blah, 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 blah. Nothing important's going on. Yeah. Come on, if you've ever watched any sort of training video, you're just like, what the fuck?
Why wasn't YouTube around when they made these things? Yeah, I agree with you. That was fun. That was hilarious.
Yes. But then the video starts glitching and there's something not right here.
I'm going to give you what could be my biggest pro, maybe. The creepy-ass animatronics.
That's mine, too.
Thank you to Jim Henson's Creature Shop, which I didn't know did them until the credits.
Yeah.
I thought that was dope. I thought it was awesome. But, they just looked incredible. They looked creepy as fuck. Especially that little fucking pink, whatever the fucking
cupcake,
yeah, or whatever it was. That was fucking hilarious and creepy at the same time.
It was awesome.
And then the thing walks through the fan, and it just, you see it through the fan, and it was just creepy as fuck looking,
Yeah, they were. They were creepy.
They gave
looking.
the Willy Wonderland ones a run for their money in creepiness.
They did. Yeah. They did. In fact, I'll just go off that. Just the fucking creepiness of the fucking animatronics. Mm-hmm. That is a big pro here. Because you gotta remember, this is PG-13 horror, and yet those animatronics, holy fuck. Yeah. Fuck no. I walk into a place like that, even if there's a lot of people there, I'm like, no, we done. I ain't eating here.
Yeah, I hear you.
Fuck that shit.
Now, I want to go back to the kills for just a minute. There is one kill that we do get to see what happens, but we get to see what happens in shadow form on the wall.
Yeah.
And that's probably my favorite actual kill of the movie.
Okay.
I thought that was freaking awesome when he, slight spoiler, kill spoiler, he picks the guy up and just shoves him in his mouth and chomp, and eats him, cuts his body in half and drops the body part on the ground, the torso, or the bottom half.
Yeah.
Loved that. It was fucking hilarious. I was like, now that's funny.
Fuck yeah.
I almost did also just put the general creepiness overall of the film. But to me, like I said, every time that they went from inside the pizzeria to another scene, it lost that creepiness.
Yeah.
So they had to keep reestablishing it. So that's why, I wasn't even sure if I was going to talk about this because I wasn't sure where I wanted to put it. But, yeah, I mean, the inside the pizzeria, creepy as fuck. The whole atmosphere, creepy as fuck. Outside, yeah.
Yeah, who cares? Who cares about the outside world? Okay. My last pro for this film is it's Big Hank. He's this big, fucking, burly biker dude. And then we get to hear this motherfucker scream like a little girl.
That was funny.
That's great acting. Just coming from a big dude like that to hear his screams.
I wonder if that was his real voice or if they dubbed him on that part.
I hope it's his real voice because I would give him such props for that. That's his real voice. I would because, wow, that came out of that big guy. Holy shit.
Yeah. Guys, I have basically two pros left, but I'm going to roll it into one because it both pertains to the music. The actual score of the movie is pretty haunting. That lends to that inside the pizzeria atmosphere. Did like that a lot. I like the score. The music's good. It's very horror movie. It's very haunting. And then they have actual songs in the movie that are real songs, like popular songs of the early 90s, time period when this movie was, based in.
Okay.
And I thought that was cool.
Nice.
So, I do like the music of this film, both the score and the music that is brought into the film. Guys, overall, we did really enjoy Freddy's Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah,
I was about to say Freddy's Funhouse, but that's not what it's called. It's Five Nights at Freddy's. We did enjoy it. It was a fun movie. It's, popcorn flick, popcorn horror.
Yeah.
Shut the brain off, take out the disbelief chip, and just watch the movie and enjoy some popcorn.
Hell yeah.
Like I said, we both think it would have been a little better if it was rated R, but it is what it is, and that's the bottom line.
But hey, for a fucking PG-13 horror film, I think this is the first one I've ever liked.
He took the steam out of my because BroncoJuggalo said so line, but okay.
Don't give a fuck.
Yeah, no. Peace out, y'all.
Good night.